report to protect the trees.
I can't keep track of all the decrees. My client's refurbishing her gazebo, adding an exotic touch.
I don't get it. When I went to Dunwall, I brought back a river-cross shell to use as an ashtray. Because it reminds me of good times. But what's the... buying wood from a country you never visited?
Lady Shersha has money, so she gets the wood she wants.
We don't want you here.
Pay the price if you want to live.
Oh no, please! I have nothing. I'm just a poor maid.
I see you've heard the stories about Pirate Betty, about all the terrible... done to the fools who refuse to give up some trinket or a bag of coins.
Have mercy! Don't hurt me!
Should I start by cutting off your nose?
Anyone help me!
Or maybe I could sign my name across your forehead with a knife. Use you as a human billboard.
Help! Murderer!
All right, no one's coming. What a bunch of cowards. We'll try it again later.
My aching back. Hurts when I'm standing, hurts to sit. Only time it feels right is after about 3 of them
Ain't
warm
one
things.
part of me that doesn't ache. Even my toes. Maybe some new malady.
They all rot in the void, calling me scum.
If he does that again, he'll wake up tied to a bloodfly nest. Should have spat right in his eye. That's what I should have done.
Sorry, we're closed. All right, we're open, but welcome to my shop. Say, an acquaintance of mine is supposed to be holed up in an office overlooking the Royal Conservatory. Check on them if you're headed that way. I check myself, but the streets are locked down. I'd make it worth your time.
I'll think about it.
See anything you like? What a pleasant surprise to see you again. I'm certain you will be satisfied with your purchase. An excellent choice. Let's see. I have some upgrade plans for your gear. No need to wrap it for you, I suppose. Visit again soon, and keep a close watch on your coin. What? Why do you cover your face? What do you want? Oh, I'm sorry. Please take a look around.
Of this. If I had a timepiece, I'd know.
What's happened? Could be anything. I just gotta watch my own back.
Brianna Ashworth. curator of the Royal Conservatory. For a while, I've believed Ashworth has some connection to the occult in Karnaca. Something is happening that I don't understand. The overseers are the forward face of the Abbey, but equally important are our sisters from the Oracular Order. To be direct, I suspect something is wrong within their sect. Subtle changes to the types of proclamations they've been making. Small but troubling deviations from tradition. But publicly saying anything along those lines will get me accused of heresy by my rivals within the Abbey. Is it possible that Ashworth has infiltrated the Oracular Order?
So Vice Overseer Byrne thinks Ashworth is interfering with the Oracular Order. If true, it's another reason she has to be eliminated.
I always get these shifts. I bet a week's wages this is the worst assignment. Yeah, it's nice. That tasted awful. That weren't no blue-jawed hagfish. River crust is more likely. Can I read? Of course I can read. What does he think? I'm stupid? I know all my letters, and then some.
Did I close my locker before coming out? Last time I left it open, someone left a hagfish in my back pocket.
Huh?
Technical officer came by and said it was fine. He looked at the wall of light, then climbed up to check the windmill. All good. Why?
Yesterday, the wind kicked up so hard I thought the windmill was gonna fall apart. The wall of light was flickering and sparking like crazy.
I've seen that too. But whale oil's expensive now, and the tanks run dry. The wind's unpredictable, but it's still better than a bunch of howlers running through the checkpoint and knifing us.
Yeah, I see your point. What I wouldn't give for a bottle of pear soda.
You look great. Enrico said to give you his regards.
That donkey-faced creep can open his wrist for all I care. Did you bring me something? The silver cigarette case, like we agreed?
No, listen. I can't go on doing this, stealing for you. I'll lose my job.
Do you want to be a servant all your life? You're always talking about leaving Karnaca on a big white boat, never to come back. You spend your days polishing silver cutlery. Come with me, Beatrix. Let's leave.
Could we really get passage on a ship? What if they find us?
You know I'll protect you, just like when we were kids.
I'll be honest. I promise.
Dear Stomach, I've received your request and agree that dinner time cannot come quickly enough. Unfortunately, we are still on duty. I will get back to you if I hear anything more. Sincerely, me.
My Karnaka, brothers and sisters of my blood, and all the little people who make this
Coins for that cat lad? Well, no more, thank you. Place is a dumping.
Our rightful ruler, Delilah, called with the first of her name. May she reign forever. There are some traitors in quest for claim to the throne. Morally, treasonous nations skulking cold door. If they want war, we'll give it to them, no matter how many of you I have to sacrifice. The Cronus will fight for Delilah.
Look at you, making your way across this shuddering city. Brianna Ashworth would have been miserable as a member of high society, forced to wed some bloated banker. Her only moments of real freedom, getting drunk at fancy balls, and slipping away to couple with strangers. It would have ended in an unhappy marriage and a late-night plunge into an icy river. But just before Mother and Father married her off, so many years ago, she found Delilah instead. It was all highways and graveyards after that, never looking back. Vice Overseer Byrne is an ambitious man, but he believes in the Abbey's mission, protecting the good people of the Empire against the likes of us. You know he'd be happier deep down if this ended with Brianna Ashworth's head on a spike. Maybe yours as well.
Find out what happened to Burleton and Lieutenant Culver's?
They probably ran off, you ask me. They must have had a thing for each other.
No, she went missing a day before he did. And someone found an officer's pistol in the gutter. I think something else happened. Maybe they went inside the conservatory.
Look, Karnaka's leaking people. We tell ourselves we're keeping it together, but everyone is afraid of what will happen if it really falls apart.
People of Granada, said the Duke. Some of you have questioned the stricter mindfulness of the new taxes being levied by the Grand Draconian Guard. Let me answer all of this rabble-rousing at once. Disloyalty will not be tolerated. Look at Duncan Nails. He's a patriot. A man who won't stop until he has turned every bit of this land's silver into shiny coins. I asked him to double the number of mine workers. He did it. No questions. No complaints. Karnaka needed miners, and he produced them. Out of thin air. That's the Serkonian spirit. That's what we...
Conservatory. What do those walls hide?
Thinking about me. Right now.
Someone there?
Help me!
Conservatory. What do those walls hide?
Is that my breath I'm smelling? Maybe my teeth are due for their monthly cleaning.
Smell. Fountain? Yeah.
Not this time. You bet. I'll get the cigars tomorrow. Want to buy one?
The Conservatory. I wanted to visit this place with Wyman.
You see, she wanted to raise the blood right, but cannot. She tried to make grave. For weeks, she gave up. You should have seen the twisted things she made. All snaps and teeth and tails.
Leaving next, or raising was to slaughter her. Any of the gifts we receive is better than living under the boot.
That's true and fine. A wise way to look at things. But it won't help Lucinda rise any higher in Delilah's favor. I told her 1,000 times. You have to learn the words and say them just right. Otherwise the spell won't work, no matter how many goose feathers you gather. That lavender tincture. It's good in spells and all that. You might want to rinse that foul mouth of hers with it too.
I'd rather have my portrait painted by Delilah.
There's a quality to Brianna's style I prefer. Touched by something from deep down in the mud where there's no light. The endless womb and the cold, dead grave. Both the same.
But Brianna's effigies let her reach into the mind, into the heart. Wouldn't you be afraid she'd influence your dreams? Like she's going to do to the Sisters of the Abbey?
That's part of the thrill, sister.
Of course I gathered them at dawn. When else? They're no good otherwise. She is the only one who knows how to gather black
Could use a
man.
muffin. Maybe there's a nice tin of hagfish in the cupboard.
Brianna, what happened to Jindash? I'm told he's a gibbering idiot now. I don't know, Delilah.
Continued to tinker with the lenses. They could thinner or opaque. It was tiresome to watch. I still have the old lenses and cast-off parts piled in my workshop, but Gendash finished some time ago. And biscuits. I look forward to using it myself once you're ready. Will you visit soon? Perhaps. Dunwall Tower is mostly in hand. I grow more excited with each brushstroke. When I come to and stay tight as a boiled owl. I look forward to it. Now, I need your eyes on the Duke. At least until we have the sisters under control. There's no one else I trust. I'll reach out to you again on the morrow.
Otherwise, the Abbey will see us all blasted by fire.
If I can sabotage Ashworth's communion device, she'll be powerless.
I meant nothing to my fine family, beyond an advantageous marriage and years of childbearing. They promised me to a man 3 times my age who wheezed on about our wedding night. But a curious thing happened on the way to the altar, Delilah. From the first time I slipped out of the manor in the dead of night, there was no returning to my cage. Looking at the stars and drinking wine, I visited my father's banker and raced away from my old life toward Delilah. Those were the glory days.
It seems rather rude to die here, whoever you were.
My knee feels better. The fresh air really helped. And the calendula flowers. There were so many.
It seems rather rude to die here, whoever you were.
I can feel my power grow. I can hear her voice. I can feel her spirit touching mine.
We've heard about Paolo is not the same. He's a...
It doesn't seem possible, that's all.
My dear Orlando, some people see doors where you and I are.
So this could be tampered with. Ashworth could be cut off from the void entirely. No more witchcraft.
What will I do now? I'm ruined. Feeling the things I could do. Please, no.
Ashworth's journal might tell me more about why Delilah can't be killed.
As if you could ever hide your face from me, Emily. Little Black Sparrow, free from your cage at last.
It's done. Brianna Ashworth is no longer a witch.
You villain! You don't even know what you've done. A great bloom wilts and fades from the world.
Delilah, I will take apart everything you've built until I have what's mine.
Oh, Brianna. I don't believe we will speak again. The thought of seeing you reduced to such a pale, sad thing. It's too much to bear. I hate you for this, child.
I'm not only going to restore things to the way they were, I'm going to make them better. What would you and Father advise if you were both here? Sometimes I dream we're all together again.
After Delilah fell to the assassin Dowd, her magic was lost, and the coven scattered. I made a new life in Karnaca. Then I heard her whispering from the void, leading me to the Duke, who heard those same whispers. Together we worked to bring Delilah back into the world, changing the Empire from the home of Aramis Stilton 3 years ago. Across the Isles, all of us who'd been with her at Brigmore and before, we felt the magic return. Others went, new faces, new blood. Now, Delilah is immortal. Forever. She holds Dunwall, and we've turned to corrupting the oracular order. The overseers take guidance from their prophetic sisters, and soon we'll influence their dreams and visions.
No, well, never.
Someone left a hat.
Looking. Right there. Gun punch. See me. Oil.
Mild stench. So if I have two, and I gave him one, still gets me one. What am I? But then if I
Wait
eat
till he
it,
puts on
no,
those
no,
boots.
if he
See
eats
what
it,
surprise I
then
left for
what?
him.
Worse
Idiot.
than nothing. I'm sure it's nothing. Someone just a dog bark or something. Of course, now we're all on edge. I'm bored.
Who are you?
Welcome back. I see you found the prototype.
Your acquaintance didn't make it.
It is a risky line of work, I'm afraid, but let's not dwell. I expect you'll be interested in payment. First your finder's fee, of course, and if you like, I can draw up some schematics based on the prototype, something you can use to modify your tools. And as a token of my appreciation, a discount at the shop.
A fair deal.
What a pleasant surprise to see you again. Farewell, and do take care out on the streets. What? Why do you cover your face? What do you want? Oh,
I told her once, I told her 1,000 times. It ain't my job to check on the grinders. Sometimes I think she's deaf on purpose.
You again. Get out of my face. Don't get any closer.
So it's done.
Ashworth won't be a problem anymore.
Good. But Emily, there's something else. Back when I lived in Dunwall, I did things that I'm not proud of.
Isn't that a requirement for citizenship?
What I've got to say is not a joke. I knew Delilah and Ashworth. Bought into their bullshit. Which led me down a bad road. To be honest, before all this, I thought Delilah dead. I don't want to get into it right now. But I felt like you should know. There are things I regret.
All right, Megan. Thank you for opening up. If only a little.
I'm starting to feel like you deserve it. Are you ready to leave now?
Yes. Let's go. Take me back to the Dreadful Whale.
Another step toward the Duke of Serkonos and Delilah.
For several years, Delilah's been here, getting stronger, turning people against me. Why didn't I see it coming? What was I doing during that time? Pretending to listen at court, ruling through an army of bureaucrats, waiting for the next chance to get free of Dunwall Tower. Well, now I'm free. If only I could go back. Aramis Stilton was once an ally of the Duke. The owner of Karnaka's mines, Stilton lived in a fortified bunker at the heart of the Dust District. No one's seen him for years, since around the time Delilah started making her moves. But whether Stilton's alive or dead, his home holds the key to Delilah's immortality.
care of herself. Megan is out in this.
I need to know why Delilah can't be killed. Everything we've learned implies that something strange happened at Aramis Stilton's home 3 years ago, but then he disappeared.
Stilton lived in a bunker kept secure by a fancy lock made by Jindosh. Maybe inside you'll learn more about how to stop Delilah.
But I have to get there first. Through a ruin created by the Duke, where my father grew up.
Megan had an intriguing idea. Paolo is leader of the Howlers. He wants Vice Overseer Byrne killed, and of course, Byrne wants Paolo dead too. Both groups will attack you on sight, but walk in with the corpse of their chief enemy, and they'll treat you like family.
Do you think they'll help me get into Aramis Stilton's home?
I'm pretty sure that will work.
Seeing this place and these people, I can feel my perspective changing. How will I be different after this? The Dust District. I've read about the winds coming through the cleft in Shindaray Peak, how the city uses it for windmills and mining operations.